What is eminent domain? With the Bangerter Highway expansion, I've received this question a lot recently, so I decided I'd set up a video for it. Eminent domain is the power of the government to take private property for public use. The Fifth Amendment to the United States Constitution requires that the government provide just compensation to the property owner when it exercises eminent domain. The eminent domain process typically begins with the government sending a notice to the property owner that it intends to acquire the property. In this case, they already have. The notice will typically include information about the government's plans for the property, the amount of compensation that the government is offering, and your rights under the eminent domain process. You, as the property owner, have the right to negotiate with the government over the amount of compensation. If you and the government cannot reach the agreement, you can file a lawsuit challenging the government's taking of your property. If you do not file a lawsuit, the government may file a condemnation case in court. In a condemnation case, the government must prove that it has had a legitimate public purpose for taking your property and it has offered you just compensation. If the court finds in favor of the government, it will issue an order of condemnation. The order of condemnation will authorize the government to take possession of the property and to pay you the amount of compensation that was offered or determined by the court. The eminent domain process can be complex and time-consuming. It may be important to seek, to speak with an attorney who can help you understand your rights and options. Here are some additional things to keep in mind about the eminent domain process. The government must have a legitimate purpose for taking the property. This means that the property must be used for something that benefits the public, such as a building, or in this case, expanding a road, school, or park. The government must offer you just compensation. That means the government must pay you the fair market value of the property, and this can be negotiated to some extent. You have the right to a hearing before a judge and jury. At the hearing, you can present evidence to support your claim that the government's taking of your property is not fair. You have the right to appeal in the court's decision if you are not satisfied with the outcome. If you have any questions about the eminent domain process, please consult an attorney or ask me, and I'd be happy to put you in touch with a great attorney. I hope this video has been helpful. I know that eminent domain can be a little bit scary and confusing. Let me know if there's anything that I can do to help. Thanks so much.